Everyone, Nick here again, and I just wanted to share with you some thoughts on a pathway to intelligent automation and AI in business. I'm very privileged in that I get to speak to a lot of different companies in a lot of different cities doing this stuff, and what I'm going to provide to you is a bit of a roadmap for how to go from an over-reliance and dependence on Microsoft Excel through to automation of your business and data analysis and then production AI. So how it usually works is that most places they start off with their monthly reporting being like a copy-paste, VLOOKUP, manual process type exercise, and it's a turn the handle type thing, and it's done mainly in Excel. And so this is a relic of the finance teams and that sort of thing, just producing the reporting the same way that they always have, which is a manual process. It's prone to error, it's time consuming, it's difficult to analyze. Excel's being used as a database, and it's difficult to share reports, and also there's other problems with version control, of auditing of errors within the formula in cells. So there's just a lot that's wrong with this process. So the very first step is to not do that process, is to automate the work that you do in Excel. So either you can do that within Excel. As it turns out, the developers of Microsoft Excel have ways of solving these problems pretty well, but people just don't really know them. And so there are ways within Excel that you can you can use Excel tables, you can use DAX, the DAX language as well. You can do a lot to connect up to different data sources. You can do a whole heap to automate Excel, and that's probably the first step. And that would lead to fewer hours spent on non-value adding tasks, a reduction in human errors, faster turnaround time for your reporting, and you'd avoid manual processing with a simple report refresh every month, and just better reporting and better tracking of errors. But I think then after that, you'd want to go to more using the reporting tools that are out there, like Power BI and Tableau, and also thinking about the KPIs that you really care about as a business and tracking them. The benefit of this software, and I think Power BI is really the leading choice here because it's cheaper and in terms of the Gartner quadrant, it's way out there in front of Tableau. But it's easy to share reports and across the business, and you're allowing users to interact with and slice and dice different data set, auto refresh, real-time data, and you're freeing up the team for more higher level work, so you're not doing that grunt work in Excel. From there, the next step that I see as well is RPA, robotic process automation. So what's that? That's capturing entire business processes, such as the onboarding of new customers, breaking them down into a series of steps, and then having Microsoft Flow, UiPath, automation software to run those steps without humans. So with this as well, this is like I guess an AI enabler, in that some of the data will then get stored consistently in database format as well. You can do that, and you're really avoiding the time-consuming, repetitive business processes of people clicking on stuff and filling in information and transferring manually data from one spot to another. So this really is then the enabler of AI. Before AI though, you can get some quick wins with some data analysis using Python and R, scripting languages. So you've got business processes, you can do some what-if analysis, working out who your best customers are, looking at who's likely to churn, doing some clustering and that sort of thing. And so then you're actually able to do some predictive analysis rather than reactive analysis. So any conclusions that you come up to from that data can be tested, because with your reporting tools, you know what your KPIs are, and you know what normal looks like. So you can see if you can turn the dial by changing a few things. And this simple data analysis and posing business questions and solving them with data is hugely powerful for business, massively powerful. And then finally, once you're at that stage, you can move on to doing some production AI. So this is automated decisions in real time in your production system operating on the data. So this is where you do have things like automated credit decisioning, automated pricing of insurance, and automated AI that models that are running over your data in real time. So that's the sequence. So why is it a sequence like this? Well, you can't really jump from Excel to AI with your data not being stored as data, and you kind of need to know where you are with your reporting to be able to move further down the chain, and you kind of need to sequence it out like this. And I just don't think, if you're working entirely on Excel, hiring 20 PhD data scientists and having them in a room, it's just not going to work, because in terms of the maturity of your business, you're just not quite there at that stage. So I would say that for a company looking at dipping its toe into AI, step it out in this sequence way, and I think you'll have a lot more success, get the quick wins, and free up your people to do more and more meaningful and interesting work over time. And I think if you're doing this in a strategic kind of way, I think you'll have a lot more success than just going from Excel to AI just in one hit. So that's just my thoughts. Happy to have any comments as well if you guys have had any successful examples of intelligent automation and AI in your business. All the best. I hope this helps.